I'm standing in the middle of a polished San Francisco boardroom, my tie slightly askew, the hum of the projector droning behind me. The client, a tech startup CEO with a man bun and a penchant for artisanal coffee, is nodding along to my pitch about scalable cloud solutions. My voice is steady, my slides are crisp, and I'm hitting every beat. This deal could lock in my bonus for the year, maybe even a promotion. But then my phone vibrates in my pocket, sharp and insistent, like a wasp trapped in a jar. I ignore it at first, professionalism, but it buzzes again and again. 3 times in 10 seconds. My gut twists. Something's wrong. I excuse myself, flashing an apologetic smile to the room, and step into the hallway. The glass walls reflect my face. Liam Carter, 32, clean-shaven, dark hair just starting to gray at the temples. I look like a guy who's got it together. A guy who's 4 months away from marrying the love of his life, Chloe, and building a future in a cozy Pacific Heights condo. A guy who doesn't know his world is about to implode. I pull out my phone. It's a WhatsApp notification from Chloe, my fiancée, the woman I've spent 4 years building a life with, the one who cried with me at my mom's funeral last year, who promised to love me through every storm. The message is a photo, and it loads slowly, each pixel slicing into my chest. There she is, at what looks like an airport departure gate, her blonde hair pulled into a messy bun, her smile brighter than I've seen in months. And there, wrapped around her waist like he owns her, is Nathan, my best friend since our UC Berkeley days. His arm is slung low, his grin smug, like he's just won the Super Bowl. The caption hits me like a sucker punch. Free at last. Off to Dubai with a real man. You're stuck in your pathetic life, Liam. P.S. Emptied your savings for our Burj Al Arab suite. $50,000, 0 cents well spent. Oh, and your mom's inheritance? That bought Nathan's new Rolex. Peasy, I'm pregnant, not yours. I stare at the screen, my thumb frozen over the glass. $50,000. My emergency fund, scraped together over 8 years of late nights and skipped vacations, gone. The $15,000, 0 cents from my mom's inheritance. The money I was saving to build the deck she always dreamed of for our new place. Stolen. For a fucking watch. And pregnant? Not mine. My vision blurs, not from tears, but from something darker, something that feels like rage and nausea braided together. I don't reply. I don't scream. I shove the phone back in my pocket, straighten my tie, and walk back into the boardroom. Everything okay, Liam? The CEO asks, his brow furrowed. Perfect, I say, my voice smooth as glass. I click to the next slide and keep going. Inside, I'm screaming. My life just detonated, but nobody at this polished mahogany table has a clue. The rest of the meeting is a blur. I nail the pitch, years of practice keep my autopilot sharp. But my mind is elsewhere. Chloe and I met at a volunteer firefighter training in Marin County. She was fearless, hauling hoses through smoke like she was born for it. We were paired as safety buddies, and by the end of the day, I was smitten. She was bold, funny, the kind of woman who could light up a room or burn it down. We started dating a month later, and last year I proposed on a cliff overlooking the Pacific, Nathan cheering us on as my groomsman. He was there through it all. My college wingman, my confidant, the guy who knew every secret I ever had. And now? He's in Dubai with my fiancée, spending my life's savings. I leave the office, the San Francisco fog rolling in thick and gray, matching the haze in my head. My Tesla's parked in the garage, but I can't face driving yet. I walk to a nearby coffee shop, the kind with exposed brick and baristas who look like they're auditioning for a Wes Anderson film. I order a black coffee and sit in the corner, staring at the photo again. Chloe's eyes are bright, mocking. Nathan's hand on her waist feels like a personal betrayal, a knife twisted in my back. The caption loops in my mind. Free at last, a real man. What does that even mean? Was I not enough? The savings account was for us, our future, our house, our life. And my mom's inheritance? That was sacred. She died of cancer last year, and Chloe held my hand through the funeral, whispering promises of forever. How long was she planning this? My phone buzzes again. Another message from Chloe. You didn't deserve me, Liam. You never did. I grip the coffee cup so hard it creaks. I want to hurl it at the wall, but instead I take a sip. It's bitter, like my thoughts. I open our bank app, dreading what I already know. The joint account, the one we set up for wedding expenses and emergencies, is gutted, zero balance. I check the transaction history, $50,000, 0 cents transferred out 3 days ago. The inheritance account, in my name alone, shows a $15,000 0 cents withdrawal. My hands shake. $65,000. Everything I've built, everything I saved, gone in a single transaction. For a suite at the Burj Al Arab. For a Rolex. For their betrayal. I don't cry, I don't yell. I call the bank instead. The rep, a guy with a tired voice, confirms what I feared. Joint account, joint access. Legally, Chloe could take it all. "I'm sorry, Mr. Carter," he says, and I can hear the pity through the phone. Nothing we can do. I hang up, my calm terrifying even to myself. I'm not the guy who falls apart. I'm the guy who fixes things. And I'm going to fix this. The fog is thicker now, clinging to the streets as I walk to my car. I'm halfway across Market Street when a black SUV roars out of nowhere, tires screeching. It's inches from me, the wind of it whipping my jacket. I stumble back, heart pounding, as the driver speeds off into the mist. No license plate, no face, just a shadow behind tinted windows. My knees shake, but I tell myself it's just a reckless driver, not personal. Not yet. But the adrenaline spikes, and for a moment, I wonder if Chloe and Nathan have friends crazy enough to come after me. I shake it off and keep moving. At home, my Pacific Heights apartment feels like a museum of our life together. Chloe's yoga mat in the corner, her coffee mugs with cheesy quotes, her perfume still lingering on the couch cushions. I grab garbage bags and start packing her things. Clothes, books, that overpriced skincare she swore by. I don't stop to think. I don't let myself feel. I drive to her sister Emma's place in Noe Valley and dump the bags on her doorstep. Emma opens the door, her face a mix of confusion and concern. "Liam, what's going on?" she asks. I don't answer. I just walk away, leaving her standing there in her pajamas, staring at the pile. Back in my car, I block Chloe on everything. Instagram, Facebook, email, except WhatsApp. I want to see what she says when her fantasy crashes. I know it will. Nathan's always been a leech, charming but unreliable. He'll burn through my money and leave her stranded. And when that happens, I'll be ready. Not to save her, but to make sure she pays. That night, I sit on my couch with a beer, the city skyline glittering through my window. San Francisco's lights usually calm me, but tonight they feel mocking, like they're in on the joke. I order takeout. Pizza, because it's comfort food, and I need something to feel normal. My phone stays silent, but I keep checking it, waiting for the inevitable. 3 days later, it comes. At 2 a.m., my phone lights up like a slot machine. 117 messages from Chloe in 2 hours. "Baby, it was a joke. Please answer. Nathan left me. I'm stuck in Dubai. No money, no ticket. I didn't mean it. I love you." I scroll through, each message more desperate than the last. Nathan spent the $65,000 0 cents in 2 days. Clubs, hotels, women he met at some rooftop bar. He ditched her, maxed out her credit cards, and vanished. She's alone in a foreign country, begging for my help. I don't feel pity. I feel something colder, sharper. Satisfaction, maybe. I don't reply. Then Emma calls. 30 voicemails, her voice cracking. "Liam, you have to help her. She's your fiancé. She made a mistake. She's family." Family? The word burns. Family doesn't steal your dead mother's money. Family doesn't run off with your best friend. I don't pick up, but Chloe's mom calls next, furious. "How could you abandon her in Dubai?" she demands. I stay calm, my voice low. "She took every cent I had. How am I supposed to help?" Silence. Then I send her the WhatsApp screenshot. Her gasp is audible. "Oh my God," she whispers, apologizing, begging me to help anyway. "She's still going to be your wife," I laugh, a hollow sound. "No, she's not." I hang up and forward the screenshot to Emma. The calls stop. The next morning, I'm at my lawyer's office in the financial district, a sleek space with views of the Bay Bridge. My lawyer, David, is a shark in a suit, the kind of guy who thrives on cases like this. I show him the messages, the bank statements, the photo. He leans back, whistling. Joint account complicates things, he says. But the inheritance? That's theft, plain and simple. We'll file a civil suit, police report too, though it might not stick. I nod, signing where he points. I don't care about the odds. I want them to feel consequences. As I leave his office, I step into the crosswalk, and it happens again. A motorcycle tears through a red light, missing me by a foot. I hit the pavement, scraping my palms, my heart hammering. The rider doesn't stop, just disappears into traffic. 2 near misses in a week? Coincidence? Or is someone sending a message? My mind flashes to Nathan, to Chloe, to the kind of people they might know. I brush off my suit and keep walking, but my hands don't stop shaking until I'm back in my car. I spend the next few days in a haze of planning. I change every password, bank email, even my Netflix account. I freeze my credit, open a new bank account, and move what little money I have left. I cancel our Napa Valley wedding venue, telling the coordinator to keep the deposit. I'll explain later, I say, knowing I probably won't. I email our guest list, friends, family, coworkers, briefly stating the wedding's off because Chloe stole my savings and ran off with my best man. Briefly stating, the wedding's off because Chloe stole my savings and ran off with my best man. No drama, just facts. Then I deactivate my social media, except WhatsApp. I'm not here for pity or gossip. I'm here for justice. Chloe's messages keep coming, a mix of apologies and excuses. Nathan manipulated me. I love you, Liam. I'll pay you back. I don't respond. I'm not her savior. I'm her reckoning. But then, something odd. A notification from an unknown email address. You don't know the half of it, Liam. Check her old phone. No signature, no context. My skin prickles. Who sent this? And what's on Chloe's old phone, sitting in a drawer at home? I push the thought aside, but it lingers, a splinter in my mind. Then a text from Emma. She's found something. A video on Chloe's old phone recorded months ago. Chloe and Nathan laughing about taking Liam for everything before leaving, calling me pathetic for saving, mocking my mom's inheritance. Emma's crying when she hands me the USB drive. I'm so sorry, she says. She's my sister, but this is wrong. I copy the file, my jaw tight. This isn't just betrayal. It's premeditated. They planned this for months and I never saw it coming. That night, I'm alone in my apartment, the video playing on loop. Chloe's voice, sharp and gleeful. He's so trusting, it's pathetic. That inheritance is just sitting there. Why build a deck when we could live? Nathan's laugh in the background, low and smug. I pause the video, staring at their faces. Something shifts in me. This isn't about the money anymore. It's about making them pay. Not just in dollars, but in every way that matters. I forward the video to David, who calls immediately. This is gold, he says. We're going for blood. I lean back, staring at the city lights. Another email pings, same unknown sender. Look closer at Nathan's texts. There's more. My pulse quickens. More? What else could there be? I dig through our old iPod, the one Chloe used to share with me. There's a note buried in a folder labeled Wedding Plans. It's titled Freedom Launch. Dates, amounts, plans to drain my accounts. And a name I don't recognize. Someone they mentioned meeting in Dubai. Who the hell is this? And why does it feel like this betrayal is bigger than I thought? I close the iPad, my mind racing. Chloe and Nathan thought they could break me. They thought I'd roll over, cry, and let them walk away. They were wrong. I'm not just fighting for my money. I'm fighting for my dignity, my mother's memory, my life. And whatever's waiting on that phone, whatever secrets Nathan's hiding, I'm going to find them. This isn't over. Not by a long shot. The San Francisco fog is thicker than ever tonight, curling around my Pacific Heights apartment like a living thing, pressing against the windows. I'm sitting on my couch, the glow of my laptop casting shadows across the room. Chloe's old phone sits on the coffee table, taunting me. That anonymous email, check her old phone. Has been gnawing at me for days. My fingers itch to unlock it, but something holds me back. Fear, maybe. Not of Chloe or Nathan, but of what else I might find. What if this betrayal runs deeper than I imagined? I pour a glass of bourbon, the burn grounding me, and pick up the phone. It's time to know. I plug it into my laptop, bypassing the passcode with a trick I learned from a tech buddy at work. The screen lights up and I dive in. Texts, photos, notes. Chloe's digital life spills open. Most of it's mundane, selfies, grocery lists, memes. But then I find the Freedom Launch note, the one I glimpsed on our shared iPad. It's worse than I thought. Dates stretch back 8 months detailing how Chloe and Nathan planned to drain my account. They calculated exactly how much they could take. $50,000, 0 cents from the joint account, $15,000, 0 cents from my mom's inheritance, without raising red flags. There's a chilling line. Liam's too busy with work to notice. My stomach churns. They weren't just impulsive, they were surgical. Then I see it. A name I don't recognize. Marcus. Mentioned in a text thread with Nathan, someone they planned to meet in Dubai. Marcus will hook us up. Big money, bigger life. Who the hell is Marcus? A friend? A contact? Something worse? My mind races to dark places. Scams, crime, something bigger than a fling. I screenshot everything and email it to David, my lawyer. His reply is instant. This is dynamite. Keep digging. I don't sleep that night. The bourbon sits untouched, the phone's secrets burning brighter than the city lights outside. The next morning, I'm at my desk, the San Francisco skyline gray and muted through the office window. My colleagues are buzzing about a new project, but I'm only half there. My phone vibrates. Chloe. Back in town, standing on my doorstep like a ghost. I see her through the security app, her blonde hair greasy, her face puffy from crying or exhaustion or both. She's still in the same outfit from that airport photo, now wrinkled and sad. My first instinct is to drive past my own damn apartment, but I don't. I park, walk up, and stop 10 feet away. She lunges, grabbing my arm, her voice a desperate wail. Liam, I'm so sorry. Nathan manipulated me. I'll do anything to fix this. Her touch feels like a betrayal all over again. I shake her off, my voice cold. Get off my property, Chloe. I've got 911 on speed dial. I hold up my phone, the call screen glowing. She steps back, but her voice rises, loud enough for the neighbors to hear. You're throwing away 4 years over one mistake. One mistake? Stealing $65,000, 0 cents, my mom's memory, my trust. That's not one mistake. It's a goddamn manifesto of betrayal. I walk inside, lock the door, and listen as she pounds on it for an hour, her sobs echoing through the wood. When she finally leaves, I feel no relief, just resolve. That afternoon, I meet David at his office, the Bay Bridge looming outside like a steel promise. I hand him the USB with Chloe's phone data. He scrolls through the screenshots, his jaw tightening. This Freedom Launch plan shows intent, he says. The inheritance theft is a slam dunk. The joint account's trickier, but with this Marcus angle, we might uncover fraud. Fraud. The word lands heavy. Was Chloe just a gold digger, or was she caught in something bigger? I don't know, but I want answers. David files the civil suit against Chloe and Nathan, adding the new evidence. We're asking for $150,000, 0 cents, he says. Pain and suffering included. I nod. It's not about the money anymore. It's about justice. As I leave, my phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. Nathan. I'm back in SF. Let's talk man to man. I'll pay my half. His half? Like they split my life savings like a pizza? I don't respond, but the message lingers, a spark in the dry grass of my anger. What does he want? To beg? To threaten? I'm not sure, but I'm not playing his game. At night, I'm driving home when it happens. A pickup truck swerves into my lane on the Embarcadero, forcing me to slam on the brakes. My Tesla skids, tires screeching, and I barely avoid crashing into a guardrail. The truck speeds off, no plates visible, just like the SUV last week. My heart's pounding, my hands slick on the wheel. 2 near misses in days. This isn't coincidence. Someone sending a message? And I'm starting to think Nathan's not just a leech, he's dangerous. I file a police report, but the cop's skeptical. No witnesses, no plates, he says. Could be random. I don't buy it. I install extra cameras at my apartment that night, my paranoia cranking up. And the next day, Emma shows up at my door, her face pale. She's clutching a USB drive, her hands trembling. I found this on Chloe's old laptop, she says. You need to see it. It's a video recorded months ago, Chloe's voice sharp and gleeful, talking to someone off screen. Nathan, I'm sure Liam's such a pushover. That inheritance is just